least I think we're going live now. It says we're going live. I won't know until you say something, mind. Bollocks. Let's go on this screen. And we ask you to try again. For God's sake. We're nearly there. Nearly there. We'll try that again, I think. We should be good. Yeah, it's still not working. Bollocks. Why? It's not working. It was working in the preview. Why aren't you working now? You. Yeah, your output. No, it's all within my Streamlabs, I think. Desktop audio capture. Woohoo! Well, this is going particularly well, ladies and gents. Absolute shock horror. Well, we are at the second race. I didn't pay attention. I don't know where it's at. It is at Spain. My co-coms, who you can't hear, reliably tells me. I think this is due to how Discord does its stupid, crappy crap.
Yeah, the party chat's still not working either.
Well, the plus side is the stream now has your audio. I don't know how good it sounds.
Oh,
but
the
stream
stream
does have your audio. So welcome to my co-commentator for this evening, Pre-Tax Kitten.
Howdy everyone, I am here. Having a bit of a stinker so far. But,
yeah, we're going
I'm
to
sure
tell.
we will get it figured out.
I think we're there, as you can see. We're not doing the Saber Xbox, so it's a little bit dodgy for me.
Interesting podium sitter TJM has been shafted with P20 start for this race.
Yeah, that is shocking. So what happened in that first race? I think we saw a bottle from Silverside Boy was running up in a podium position. He seemed to bottle it, come in the pits.
Well, he has made up 5 positions this race, just in behind his teammate TS9.
Yeah, that's not a bad start for him. Meanwhile, Biddle will be hoping to stay on the track this time without putting it in a wall like he did in Azerbaijan. I hear he's on his wheel tonight.
He is. Other than that, obviously unfortunate DNF from the first race, he's up in podium places, just 2 tenths behind Dean, who is behind the desyncing, lagging Fardo, which hopefully doesn't pose any problems. I'm not sure if Fardo is here. He's saying in the Discord, "What just happened? Don't believe it." But he is currently leading this race, so I'm unsure as to what is happening there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the AI has been set on, if he's still leading this one. And putting Biddle under pressure currently in P3 then. Yeah, not quite sure about Fardo. It doesn't. It looks like real input.
Silverside boy Chief Kebab Eater now making it 100% form on getting penalties. So that is now 2 penalties in 2 races for the Red Bull driver.
Yeah, that's very unusual, which it is usual for his good friend Kurt to be picking up the penalties, or as I called him the other day, collateral penalties.
Or collateral fraud, or collateral damage.
Yeah, and he has taken 3rd place off Biddle. So the 5-lapper merchant looking to make up some places. Biddle under attack now from Twins in the Mercedes this evening. Meanwhile, just behind is the 2 Red Bulls going at it. It all looks fairly clean at the moment. Monkey Boy Kurt has come into the pits.
And round goes Gallardo.
Oh, he's got to wait for everyone. He's just realised that the ghosting is on, but I'm sure there will be a few drivers complaining still about how the way his ghosted car came back onto track there.
That is drama at Red Bull.
Yeah. So contact between TS9 and Silverside Boy, was it?
I think we are going to get a move here for P4. Twins in the DRS, but it does not have the DRS for collateral ads, so this should be fairly simple. Mercedes driver.
Yeah, and Biddle doesn't really put up a fight. Not really much he could have done, other than just tuck in behind and try and keep with Twins in currently P4. Now further ahead, Collateral Ads hasn't managed to get the inroads on Dino that he would have liked. Fardo, meanwhile, at the front, doing quite well. I believe these two have teamed up somewhat for tonight. A bit of a Dutch connection. We see Object Fungus picking up a 2-second time penalty. He is currently sat down in 8th place as Fardo. Looks like he's disconnected.
I think Fardo could do Dean a huge favour here and keep Dean within the DRS. As you said, he has disconnected, so it looks like Dean could very well be handed the win here.
Yeah. Do you think
if he can keep collateral ads behind?
Do you think you could give him a quick invite? A Silverside boy in the chat saying TS9 cut him up. I don't believe that at all, Gary.
No, I don't believe that at all. I didn't watch it with my own eyes.
No, TS9 currently still right behind this battle between Twins and Biddle. Biddle has retaken that place. It seems Biddle showing good pace on his wheel tonight. Currently running just out of the podium positions. All it would take is a mistake from one of these guys up front or Fardo to be unable to get back in. I reckon these guys could be on or sniffing at podium position, and Twins has picked up a 2-second time penalty. And he's gone a little bit wide there from whatever turn that is.
This could very well drop him out of the points, or even down to a P10, I think, with this 2-second penalty from Twins.
That's fun. The grid is fantastically close then, to be able to lose that many positions. Biddle then looks, well, he will be outside of DRS, I'm sure. He really could have done with DRS from Fardo.
Where does Twins finish with his penalties? He manages to just by half a tenth keep P7.
Oh,
so not too bad
close.
Considering the penalty.
Not bad at all. I didn't realise that was the last lap, but
Dean has won the race.
Dean has won the race. Tier 1 confirmed for Dean. Then
Fardo has been robbed.
Absolutely robbed. Yep.
Driver of the day, TJM. I'm not sure. Did he get into the points?
He could very well have done.
Dino is celebrating his first league race win, even though his good friend got robbed by the disconnection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a low blow from Dean. So,
Absolutely.
2 down, 8 to go. We'll have a look at the standings.
Right, let's skip on with this then. We'll skip away from the podium. No one wants to see that.
So, Fardo and Dean taking the lead of the championship in 1 and 2 with 33 and 31 points respectively.
Yeah. And just a small aside. Yep, TJ didn't manage to get into the points. He finished P11, but still good result from the back of the grid. As you say, let's have a look at those in the championship. Well, Fardo 17 is leading the way still. He's had 2 favourable starts, I believe, in the first 2 races. Dino also having a pretty good go.
I need to see if Fardo has managed to get back into the game before we start the next race.
That seems like a good idea. Object Fungus is apparently on a wheel as well tonight, you know. So he will be a little bit slower. Well, it's good to see people moving up in the world. So I'll take a quick swig.
Oh, we're having a mid-race sponsors announcement, are we?
I mean, I wasn't going to. My thought was we'd do it about when we take that quick break halfway through.
Yep, that works for me. So it looks like we're on to USA next. So let's see what the random grid throws up for us. So let's have a quick guess from you. You've got a 1 in 20 chance of guessing who's been put on pole, but I think it's a 50% chance of it being Collateral Ads, seeing as he's a fraud when he hacks the game.
I'm going to go with it's going to put...
So quickly guess and then guess who's going to be back of the grid.
I'm going to put Magsy on pole.
I'm saying Monkey Boy last, Collateral Ads first.
Yeah, just to spite everyone. And we'll see how that has played out. Brookie Nanny Messi the 20th on my point, by the way. We haven't got that quite yet. We've just got to wait a little bit for everyone to load in.
I can check the race director. We have Magsy on pole and PS9 last. So you called it. Magsy is on pole.
Oh, unbelievable. So that's a 5%er.
If you want David Lolface's PayPal email address, we can find it for you in between this race and you can send him a $5 and you will be on pole next race.
Absolutely. As they are away then.
Oh, and he's made an absolute mess of that pole position you've handed him.
It's 3 wide into turn 1. Looks like Lewis 1 has got the lead. Is that Klutschak? Oh, Klutschak hits the wall. And he is out. It is always Messi. Cover. Oh, thank God for ghosting as Lewis Mason. A newcomer to the league, of course. Just another Lewis because we didn't need any more. It looks like a majority of the field has got through relatively okay.
Really good start from the social race merchant Collateral Ads, up 6 places in a sector.
Yep. Well, it's like a lot of dirt being kicked up on the back straight. That is a ridiculous amount of dirt coming up. From it's not T-Jerk, it's Dino. Dino's... That's crazy. That might just be me. Or maybe it's because I'm never close to anyone in front of me. Ooh, as Brookie Nanny Messi goes up the inside, has a look. Has to pull out, though. Adventurous move from him further towards the back.
Really good pull-out technique there from Brookinelli Messi.
Absolutely. We like to see.
We practice safe racing here at FPRL.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yellow flags again. A last corner nightmare from TS9 and Lewis Mason, it looks like.
Ugh.
With Lewis Mason down 17 places, he has had a worldie of a first lap.
Yeah, that's it's not a good look.
Quick shout out to TJM again. Obviously, he got a very decent starting position. Oh, as I say that, of Kirsten, he's gone miles off at turn number 12.
There's no way you remember that. He gets passed by Twins on the inside, and Twins has overcooked it. Oh,
I've guessed 12. I'm going to count on the map now.
Oh,
I think it's 11. I think it's 11.
What a fraud. He's got the track map up for 5 lappers. TJM and Twins going at it. TJ says none of that. Pushes him out wide, maintains position then.
He shuts the door. Oh, and that's Monkey Boy off.
Oh, Monkey Boy in a wall.
Front wing on the grass.
Oh, unlucky from the Williams driver.
How quickly can Collateral Ads close that gap up to Twins, because he is looking at a potential podium from a P13 start here.
Well, he is within 1 second of Twins in 4th as he sets a purple lap.
He's on a mission.
Looked like he had a little bit of understeer into turn 1 there.
So Monkey Boy having 2 stinkers in a row.
Well, that means he's due for a good race next time, surely.
He's due for a back of the grid start next race.
Yeah.
Just to rub the salt in the wounds.
And he is DNF'd. It looks like he DNF'd in the pitch from a 5-lapper. Come on, Monkey Boy. You're better than that.
That's not very good spirit, is it? Anyway, the DRS is open this lap. It is the first lap the DRS is open. So how close can Magsy get to LWS Yorkie by the braking zone?
He is stayed within the second. Yorkie looks like he's run out of ERS. Magsy goes for the move. Has the inside line. Shows Lewis out wide, but Lewis stays in. He goes up the inside the next corner. Oh, and TJ's hit the back of Magsy.
Looks like his front wing's okay, TJ. Didn't see any bits fly off.
Yeah.
He has the box seat for this one. And Collateral Ads has bridged that gap. All this battling up front.
Although he has managed to pick up a penalty.
Yeah. TJ doing an esports line there to try and avoid the penalty. How Magsy's not got a penalty for that, I will not know.
Collateral Ads going purple once again then. Not close enough into turn 1 as Twins has another go at TJ. And he's overcooked it again. Surely this will invite Collateral ERS.
Side by side into the first sector. Magsy.
Yeah, that's not going to happen there. Meanwhile, Fardo, the current championship leader, is out. He has done a big dump.
So TJM looking to propel himself up the standings with another potential podium, making it 2 in 3 races.
That would be a turnout for the books, definitely. So at the front, we've got Magsy. He is on the back of Lewis again. He's overtaking that a little bit sooner. Manages to pull back onto the racing line and gets it slowed down.
Round the outside. What a move from Collateral Ads.
Oh, Twins has just shown him, but he'll have the inside here.
Oh!
And Twins, will he have the cut back? No, Collateral Ads defends the line well there. And that is him up into P4. Interestingly now, Twins is on 6 seconds worth of penalties. I think that's his last lot. I think if he gets any more, that'll be a DSQ.
That has got to be some sort of record. So, Twins currently holding the record for the most amount of penalties in one race with 6.
Yeah, adds really on the back of TJM on this final lap.
So no, the front 3 all yet to get a penalty. So they are all mathematically within a chance of winning this race. It all comes down to who has the most ERS. And it looks like it is Magsy with the most DRS. And he will have the DRS on Yorkie.
Yeah, and Yorkie has a little bit of a lead, but that might help him a little bit less on this back straight. It gives Magsy in second more time to get the momentum. So Magsy up the inside. TJ is not quite close enough to influence the fight, as he's defended from collateral ads in P4. Twins
will Yorkie have a send?
Disqualified. Yorkie. Oh.
Will he get the cutback? Twins has been disqualified. He's gone.
He is out of there. Now Magsy defending to the inside as Yorkie goes around the outside on the second to last corner then. So,
what a move for the win.
Lewis won. Great move to take the victory in USA. Magsy picking up a well-earned second place. TJ picking up his second podium of the evening. Meanwhile, further down, it's a good result for Taint Delate. Taint Delate? I'm going to go Taint Delate. Or I could call him Taint. Yep, Taint in P4. Meanwhile, Collateral Ads losing out on a position because of that penalty. P6 is Silverside Fraud Gary. Silverside Boy, I should say, sorry. P7 Dino. P8 Brookie Nanny Messi. P9 was Biddle. And P10, I don't know. That's an exciting finish to that race. Who'd have thought it?
So we'll take a look at this, how that leaves the standings.
Tenth position was T-Jerk. That's a good point picked up from him. But as you say, let's look at the standings then. So P1, picking up P1 is Lewis 1 in the Alpine. He's got 41 points. I think my co-coms has disappeared. Second place.
I'm here.
Alright, I was kind of waiting for you
to
go next.
To run through the standings. Okay, yeah, well, Yorkie's top. That's all you need to know going into the next race. TJ with a big jump there up to 5th with another podium. That's 2 and 3 races. And then obviously Collateral Ads starting 13th on the grid, managed the damage limitation there and gets himself within 4 points of the top.
Yeah.
It's looking very close. 8 points in the top 4 after 3 races.
Shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. We'll have a look at the wooden spoon thus far. The 33 Red Bull. He's a man who doesn't have the best luck in FPRL. He's still got a lot to learn to become as unlucky as Dino, but not been a good start for him so far.
Right, so we do have Brazil as the next race. So once again, we will ask for David Lolface's pole position. Who is going to get it and who's going to owe David a fiver?
I suspect the pole sitter for this race will be I'm going to say...
Do you think the game's going to give it to Red Bull to help get him back into the title battle?
I reckon it will be Dutch, and I think pole sitter will be T-Jerk for this next race.
Okay, I'm going to go with twins for pole. Last place, I'm going to go Monkey Boy again.
Now, I mean, I don't want to say it too loudly because it won't happen, but the odds of me getting 2 correct pole positions in a row is, well, it's 5% of 5%, which is incredibly unlikely.
I will bring up the race director. Who did you say?
T-Jerk. Oh no, he's second.
Oh, Jesus.
I tried my best, T-Jerk.
My man is in 19th. I've got the curse.
Yeah.
The pre-tax kit and curse.
So where is the current leader of the championship? He is starting P9. Collateral adds again. Probably feeling hard done by. He's starting further back. Excuse me. In P13. Monkey Boy Kurt gets a good launch, it looks like. It's, oh, someone spun in turn 1. I think that could be Lewis Mason. Oh, there's quite a few of them. Klutschak. TJM, I think, also caught up. Both of the McLaren lads. That is TJ, Klutschak, and looks like Biddle mostly got away with it. He is currently P18 behind Collateral Ads. Meanwhile, towards the front, Liam's had a good start in the Aston Martin. His teammate, the current wooden spoon holder for the evening, MV33, running in P2. Meanwhile, it's been a good start for T-Jerk. He's lost a position, but he's kept out of trouble. It looks like Object Fungus has had a small amount of issues behind he falls behind Brooklyn Messi. So coming into lap 2 then, we've got Liam Cornforth winning. He comes across the line. His teammate has a small look but pulls out. Thinks better of it.
Lawrence Stroll is going to have his head in his hands watching this, as MV33 Red Bull is just 2 tenths behind his teammate, already shaken for a look at the inside. The side's against it. Also important to point out, we've got Monkey Boy Kurt looking for redemption. He's asked, can he have a good race? And this is his opportunity. The podium is in sight as he has a look at T-Jerk, but decides against it for now. Our race leader picking up a time penalty on just lap 2.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a nightmare.
Very unfortunate for Liam. And meanwhile, Monkey Boy still on the back of T-Jerk, really pushing him around that middle sector. He'll look to have a strong run up the hill, although T-Jerk gets a good launch.
It looks like Brooklyn Messi is actually going to be the one making the move. He is already right on the back of Monkey Boy. He's shaped to the inside already before the braking zone. Is he going to be late on the brake?
There's contact. Monkey Boy comes back at him through the S's, but in the end concedes. The fight will continue though. Down this back straight into turn 4. The DRS, and they stay as they are. Brookie Nanny Messi confirming his P4 then, as collateral penalty picks up a penalty. Down in 15th place. His title's really under threat tonight.
Right, so our current standings leader, Lewis Yorkie, is nicely settled into the train here in P7 on the back of Object Fungus. Obviously this DRS train is going to be making it incredibly difficult. I'm not sure if MV33 Red Bull got in the DRS. He didn't, so he is going to be in trouble here from T-Jerk going into turn 1. And if he's not... Oh, actually, Brookie Nanny Messi's having a go.
He's looks like he's bullying T-Jerk a little there. So the inside MV33's gone deep, and that'll unsettle him into this second part. Brookie Nanny Messi then looking to catapult himself forward. Unfortunately for T-Jerk, he has lost out and he is now behind Monkey Boy Kurt.
So this is for the effective lead of the race, as Liam Cornwall does have that penalty.
The gap at the moment is 1.4 seconds. Liam only has a 2-second penalty. So if these guys continue to fight, that's a great view of Brookie Nanny Messi there. As MV goes straight on.
That was a optimistic move, shall we say?
Yeah.
Can Monkey Boy Kurt stay within the DRS of Brookie Nanny Messi? It looks like Brookie Nanny Messi has got himself, 6 tenths faster in that second and third sector than Liam Cornforth, so there is a chance he could make this move for pride and not just win it on the penalties.
Yeah. In a rich vein of form is Brookie Nanny Messi at the moment. Monkey Boy Kurt still on the prowl, so Brookie Nanny Messi makes the move past Liam Cornforth. Liam will, for pride, surely, have a look into the last sector as Collateral Adds picking up another penalty. He's got himself up into P10, but he should lose that through having those penalties. Meanwhile, Monkey Boy Kurt is still sniffing at the back of Liam Cornforth.
Gaznado going for a spin, making contact with Fardo. I think Fardo is at fault for that incident. I'm sure he's not going to want to watch that back, and I'm sure Gary is fuming.
Yeah.
But across the line for the win on track, Brookie Nanny Messi. How many positions will Liam Cornforth lose for that penalty? Oh, it's a lot. He's down to P6 after finishing P2 on track. Both Williams drivers making up 7 and 5 places to get a 1-2.
Yeah, that's a good result for the Williams boys then. As I will message someone in the chat the Discord link if it works. I don't know if it should still be valid. Yep, we good. So, yep, I've sent you in the chat, posted the link to our recruitment server. Meanwhile, Gary's showing his frustrations in the chat. Alas, he finishes well out of the points. So, who did win? Well, Brookie Nanny Messi picks up the whole 26 for Brazil. That's fastest lap and winner of the race. Meanwhile, as I said, Monkey Boy Kurt was due for that good result. Picks up 5 positions and finishes in second. And Object Fungus picking up a 3rd place. So, if we look at the standings,
extended his championship lead. Lewis Yorkie, Fardo making up 11 places in the race, but I've just been informed that is it for him for the evening as he's having connection issues. So P2 in the championship will be Dean and Collateral Adds rounding up the top 3, but that gap at the top, as we've just said, is opening. TJ is on a pattern of podium no score, so expect TJ to be on pole next race, ready for his podium.
Yeah. It could very well happen. Let's have a...
Any... Oh, never mind.
No.
Is it from the standings? We'll pick up them next race.
Well, the next race is Saudi Arabia.
Oh dear.
The newest one to the game, of course. I know 1 or 2 drivers that has a good setup for this track. We'll also know a driver that likes to use his setup for this track in every other track.
I don't know who you're talking about.
No, me neither. It could be a
right,
fraud, though.
so I think, personally, we should do the comms whilst taking part. There's only 18 drivers in it. Be rude for us.
I mean...
Drop me into the seat of the AlphaTauri. Sure, there's nothing pre-tax kitten can't do.
Yeah. Well,
Seeing as I've heard he can take the entire first sector at Saudi Arabia flat out with minimal steering lock.
Yeah, I know pre-tax does have that effect on some tracks where the tracks just sort of melt away and they bend to his will, if you will.
He uses the maximum top speed setups, 1-1 wings, and still manages to go flat out.
Yep, absolutely.
Alright, so who's on pole quickly before Twins connects? Don't look at the race director, no cheating.
Well, I believe...
I think Locker is on pole.
I suspect on pole will be...
I can't
it will be one of the Lewises. I reckon Biddle's on pole, you know.
We've got, how many Lewises have we got in the lobby?
Yeah, I was going to say Biddle for pole.
No, it is a Red Bull. Is it Silverside Boy?
We'll find out when the lights go out. It is Silverside Boy on pole for this Jeddah with his fantastic Jeddah setup, although he has lost out in the first corner and he's really showing the fight to Monkey Boy as TJ picks up her penalty for a collision with Brookie Nanny Messi. Monkey Boy has got the move done into P1 then. Looks like the championship leader's taken a few place losses there as Twins is out of the race.
Looks like the championship leader has managed to keep his front wing intact, even though he's tumbled down the order.
He is currently sat behind Collateral Ads, who, well, let's put it this way, we won't... Oh, Silverside taking a very similar line to Monkey Boy, but whatever Monkey Boy did, well, didn't get him a penalty. Silverside did. So Gary with the 2-second penalty then.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Yeah, fresh off that late optimistic dive bomb from the last race, we have MV33 Red Bull, who's probably going to have a look at making another one here. He decides against it. He's going to give Locker some time to breathe. He does look like he's got the better exit, and Locker's going to give him that space on the outside. Will he look to make a move coming into the braking zone? As Silverside Boy is also making a move around the outside for the lead. Ooh, Red Bull, you are not getting that stop, my friend. The Monkey Boy manages to keep the lead from Silverside Boy, but that has given Object Fungus the chance to ease himself onto the back of the front two, so making it a 3-car getaway for the podium with more than a second now back to RSF1 Locker. Red Bull is going to have a look around the outside here of Locker. He's going to switch to the inside before the braking zone, and what
a shocking move.
Yeah, I didn't really have a word to describe that then, but that was not ideal, and Locker will be fuming with that, and I'll be surprised if he doesn't have any damage to the side of his car, and I'll be also surprised if Red Bull doesn't have damage to that front wing, because that was disgusting. He's called MV33 Red Bull, and that was Max Verstappen-esque.
Yeah. Definitely, especially around this circuit as well. Ooh, that's it's a controversial one.
Yeah, I believe Locker is feeling the effects of that collision as he is tumbling down the order. He's now lost 3 places this lap, and he's made contact with Biddle.
I saw some front wing
for both drivers. Yeah, I believe that was the front wing of the AlphaTauri, as it was his front wing who made contact with the wall. He's going to choose to come into the pits and not stay out. Silverside Boy can have another look into turn 1. He's going to go to the outside. He gets the move done this time.
Shows Monkey Boy wide and gets the move done then. Can Silverside get the 2 seconds away? I should say. So, Object Fungus finding himself up in P3.
What a move from Silverside Boy into turn 1 there, but importantly now the DRS is activated, so who has saved the battery? It looks like Object Fungus got 81% on his battery, whereas the front two are a measly 26%, so do not count out Object Fungus for the win here.
Well, they are going side by side, these two. There's Monkey Boy, and that's not even a DRS zone, and he's overtaken. Oh, Silverside Boy. Oh, he's been overtaken by Object Fungus, who's come through both of them to take the lead. Silverside Boy maintaining second position for the moment, but there's a different guy in front of him. He now has the DRS down this start-finish straight as we come on to the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, Object Fungus just happy to sit within the DRS, I believe. He still has 67% of his battery compared to the 19% of Silverside Boy, but I don't think that's who they're battling here. It's going to be a battle between Monkey Boy Kurt and Object Fungus, because they are the two drivers yet to get a penalty out of the front three. So it will be a matter of how close can Monkey Boy get. Obviously with the DRS, it's going to be difficult to get onto the back of Object Fungus.
Meanwhile, Biddle in P5, P6, as Dino makes a lunge into the first corner of, I believe it's the first corner of Sector 2. It's a good move from Dean, and Biddle slipping down to 6th. There's a 3.5 second gap between 4th and 5th. That is MV332 Dino. Meanwhile, at the front, Silverside Boy maintaining P1 for the moment, but Object Fungus, he seems to be under more pressure from behind than. Oh, Red Bull! What move! What move was that? And quite rightly, ends up worst off out of that one. That should be a lesson. That should be a lesson in making it. Oh, a bit of slash the wall. And he's ghosted, thankfully. That's some horrible collisions happening. That's just 5 into 1 don't work. And that is some shocking driving from everyone. Let's look away from that. Jesus. Dino falling down into 13th position. He's in the wall. He's obviously taken a moment to reflect. He is not happy with what just happens as collateral adds and Brookie Nanny Messi looking to make up places as Biddle might have damage. We'll go towards the front, towards the end then, as Monkey Boy has picked up a 2-second penalty.
Yeah, Object Fungus now just going to have to keep himself penalty free, and this is his victory. Obviously Monkey Boy is now going to be fighting Silverside Boy for position on track as they both have that penalty, so he is going to look to the outside in order to get a good exit, and I think Silverside Boy...
Oh, Monkey Boy's dropped it! He's dropped it into the last corner of lap 5. Monkey Boy! Oh no! Absolute shock scenes. Kluschak, after all that, picks up 3rd position. The winner at Jeddah is Object Fungus 165, who still probably had a good 30% upon crossing the line left of his ERS. Meanwhile, Silverside Boy picking up a 2nd position. And Kluschak the 3rd and final spot on the podium. Well, that was a rather strange end to a very strange circuit.
I'm crying.
Oh, come on. It can't be that bad.
His response in the Discord is very fitting.
Well, let's take a look.
Cannot be repeated on stream. Right, so we have a 2-minute break, so we have a good chance to have a look through the standings.
Yep. Well then.
I will quickly run us through the standings as soon as they load up.
You going from the bottom up?
I can go from the bottom up. Let's go. So, with the wooden spoon on the only drawing on 0 points, unfortunately, Lewis Mason. MV33 Dive Bomb on 6 points, alongside Twins also on 6 points. Liam Corn 4th on 8. RSF1 Locker 10, and then on 12 and 13 we have TS9 and T-Jerk. Biddle racing on his wheel tonight is 19 points in position 12. Monkey Boy Bottle Job in 11th place on 22 points, which could have been 37 had he kept it on the road.
Mentioning
Taint Delate in the Ferrari on 24 points, Magsy on 26, Silverside Boy with his first podium of the session on 27 points, TJM 31 in the McLaren, Dean, who had that unfortunate crash in sector 1 at the end there, 37 points, then Klutschak and Object Fungus both on the podium in that last race, 40 points and 42 points. Then we have Brookie, Nanny Messi, Collateral Ads and Yorkie, all within 10 points of each other at the top.
Well, that is it's all changed very quickly. All it took was a poor result or two. We're going to be taking a small break between the two sessions. I'd like to, during this time, bring up the sponsor of this evening's stream.
There was no messing about there. 2-minute break and he is straight on the sponsors.
Absolutely. Well, this stream and FPRL Fair Play Racing League is brought to you by David's Bevy of Sunday. Bevy of the Championship. Well, tonight, I hear you all ask, tonight's drink of choice is... You get a drum roll. I'm sure somewhere there's a drum roll. It is... Thank you, kitten. It's Jack Daniel's Apple and Coke. There you go. That's,
it's not a Pepsi.
Well, okay, yeah, it's a Pepsi Max. Yeah.
See, I remember what you have every single stream. You've just jazzed it up this time by calling the Jack Daniels Apple Jack Daniels and then saying Coke instead of Pepsi. But you know, that's the gourmet version.
Yeah, absolutely. It is genuinely JD Apple, though.
Speaking of gourmet kitten food, we have cat milk, and then for Zilla, we have a San Miguel.
Nice little saucy San Miguel. I had one myself earlier.
Nice little saucy cat milk.
Yeah. Is it specific cat milk or?
It is Shiba.
From the oh, lovely.
Shiba. Yeah, you don't find that in Aldi.
Absolutely not.
That is a Waitrose.
Waitrose only. So no Tesco's or Asda jobbies.
Oh, not for kitten, no.
No, only the best for kitten. And that's why we love him. Snob at heart.
So, looking on to the second half of the 5-lapper championship, who is your favourite?
Well, if we look towards the top of the championship at the moment, I don't want to say this. He's a 5-lapper merchant, but I can't look past Collateral Ads retaining his title.
Collateral who?
Collateral fraud, collateral penalty, collateral
That's more like
damage.
I am gonna go for David Brooks, Brookie, Nanny Messi. I think he is absolutely on fire at the minute, and after the first half, he has got himself in touching distance. So
Absolutely.
I think with that 7-point gap, that can swing in the space of a race. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Look for him to make some moves.
Yeah, I think that's a fair shout to make. Obviously, if I wasn't going for the fraud, I'd put in a decent shout for David Brooks. He seems to be carrying on with his good form, as always. We say hello in the chat to Locker. Hello, Locker. Locker. And oh my god, yeah. I'm really bad at remembering Twitch names as well. So Ash JJ, I can't remember who that is. TS9.
TS9, I want to say.
Yeah. Well, welcome to
TS9,
the Twitch track.
The greatest first 5 races as we see the countdown for Hungary.
Well,
it is a dry race. We are yet to see which our second wet race is going to be. If you were to guess, are you going to guess? And why have you guessed Monaco?
Yeah, well, I was going to say I haven't actually looked at the track list, but I assume it will be Monaco.
I don't think we can see it.
Yeah. Well, we won't know until the time.
So, can I get your pole position guess, please?
The pole sitter for this race will be...
it is going to be TS9 from me.
Yeah, I think I'm going for Lewis Mason.
He's going for Lewis Mason. Interesting. It's not letting me pause again, so we will find out as the race starts.
Yeah, well, we can't because this is the initial countdown. So for people loading into the track, we will be able to after that while everyone readies up. I think anyway. It always catches me out. Okay, so we've
surely it's not
okay,
Monkey Boy Kurt. It's Monkey Boy Kurt, Lewis Mason P2.
I am much better at predicting second than first.
Yeah, my person was in 16th. So, Monkey Boy Kurt with an excellent start.
Twins up into second. Meanwhile, Magsy finding himself once again in a podium position in P3. Championship leader sitting in P5 as Collateral Fraud is at the back. He's obviously had an incident, as has Liam Cornforth, who's found a wall.
Our two championship rivals, championship contenders, shall I say, Collateral Ads and Brookie Nanny Messi, off the back of Yorkie so far and with work to do.
Yep.
So can we see them keep up with the Alpine driver, as he has already made up 3 places and is looking to further pile on the misery for everyone else below him?
Yeah, well at the moment he's on the back of Klutschak.
Big shout out to Silverside Boy, making up 9 places on lap 1. So look for him to carry on and build on that solid first lap.
Yeah,
as he is now on the back of Dean.
Of course, he had a good result in Jeddah as well, picking up a podium position.
So, Twins has managed to make his way up into P2, and he is just 3 tenths behind Monkey Boy Kurt now. So, Monkey Boy is going to be feeling the pressure. Obviously, we've all pulled him out after the last race for being the bottle job. As Collateral Ads' race has gone from bad to worse. Him and Locker have come off into turn 5. So that is going to make his championship bid just that little bit more difficult. But we can come back to the front now, as we won't have DRS this lap, but it will be open next lap. And Hungary is notoriously a very, very difficult track for overtaking. So don't expect to see many moves until lap 3 when the DRS is open.
Yeah. Not least to say, a very easy track to pick up the penalties on. At least for me, anyway. Only so far in the 3-3, picking up a penalty. So Monkey Boy has pulled a little bit of a gap coming onto lap 3 then.
I believe there is a rain cloud up above. If you go back to P19, and obviously Jeff has made a decision there.
Yeah. Well, Biddle taking the choice. He thinks that the rain is coming, not just any rain, heavy rain, as Biddle quickly finds that it is just a little bit too early to go on to the wets. Absolute scenes in the garage.
So crucially, the lap the DRS is open, Monkey Boy Kurt is pushing at that 1 second margin on Twins, and he has about half a sector to pull out the rest of that gap in order to be out of the DRS. And then further back, Magsy is out of the DRS also of Twins, so look to see him come under pressure from the likes of Klutschak and Lewis Yorkie.
Interestingly, currently, Collateral Ads has retired. It seems he's had some issue at the end of Sector 2. The other man looking to challenge Yorkie, meanwhile, has picked himself up a 2-second penalty where Object Fungus has just conceded a load of positions, and that has put Brookinelli Messi up into 7th position. Currently he has a 2-second penalty which would put him just about 10th place, it seems. It might be 9th place even. Yep, 9th place it would put him.
Yeah, as I said, Silverside Boy having a very, very strong race so far. They'll be happy with this from 19th on the grid.
Yep, set to pick up P7 as things stand. Stiffened at the back of Brookinelli Messi.
Any of the drivers starting outside the top 10 at Hungary are going to be happy with points. As I've said before, it's really, really difficult to overtake, as Silverside Boy makes a little bit of a mistake getting a bit wide on the entry. But is going to slot in nicely to this long DRS train that spans from 2nd all the way back to Taint Delate in P9.
Well, interestingly, you say that Silverside Boy made a mistake there. He actually sort of maintained the gap to Brookinelli Messi, while Brookinelli Messi caught 4 tenths up to TJ at the latter stages of that lap. So still some good pace being shown around the back end of the points finishers so far. Meanwhile, in P10, a little bit of a world of his own. Oh, Lewis Mason picking up a penalty there. He is under pressure from Dino, who's gone up the inside, and it looks like Lewis didn't make those corners, yet you can't go side by side into them.
Yeah, it looks like, other than a penalty from Brookinelli Messi, that our top 10 is not going to change here. So this is, barring an absolute bottle job final corner, which is not too unheard of for Monkey Boy Kurt, he is going to win this race.
Well, fortunately, he's missed the pit entrance.
Yeah.
And he comes across the line to win.
And
in Hungary.
Has redeemed himself in Hungary. Obviously, that pole position made it a lot easier for him, but it's not easy to get 5 really clean, fast laps at Hungary. So well done to the Williams driver.
Yeah, good result.
So congratulations to him. And Twins and Magsy rounding out the podium. So we look at a potential extension at the top of the championship. As Lewis Yorkie with another solid performance in P5.
And he will pick himself up 10 points? Something like that. Silverside Boy picking up driver of the day.
Deservedly so.
Yep. So, let's see.
The standings.
Let's see what's happened so far then. Well, the gap to the front has grown. Has it grown? Has it technically shrunk? But we've got a new person in second place in OMT Klutschak.
Late resurgence here from Klutschak. So he is back up to P2 after a strong start.
Yeah.
And Lewis Yorkie stretching that championship lead, as we've said, up to 11 points now, with 4 to go.
Well,
I seem to remember Collateral Ads getting over 200 points last time.
well, this is
Obviously, this one has been random grid order, so it has been difficult to be consistent.
Yeah, this is definitely somewhat easier for anyone to win it, but not as easy for everyone else to carry on winning. That didn't really make a lot of sense.
So, next track, let's have a look. What have we got?
Oh, it's Monza.
Monza. So, let's see, has he got... So, this is not our wet race, this is going to be a dry Monza race, so let's have a guess. How many drivers will be left in the race after turn 1?
I reckon we'll have all 20. I just don't think all of them will have a front wing.
I think there's only 19 to begin with.
No,
So,
yeah, looks like there's 20 in the lobby. Although it's probably because there's no P9. So yeah, 19 in the lobby. I'm going to say we've got all 19.
right, so pole position, who's it going to be? You've managed to pretty much guess someone on the front row every race.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a pole position for Brookie Nanny Messi this time around.
He needs it. He needs to bridge that gap to Lewis Yorkie. I'm going to go for a second pole position in 3 races for Silverside Boy.
Well, we will see once the counter has counted down. I suppose that's what a counter does. Ooh.
Here we go. I'm expecting an absolute riot in turn 1. Oh, it's not Lewis Yorkie. Lewis Yorkie, the championship leader, is side by side with Collateral Ads. And Silverside Boy in P3. There is going to be an absolute riot to turn 1. This is for Collateral Ads. Has had an amazing start down the inside.
Yeah.
Is he going to get the move done nicely on the brakes? He is. That is. Oh my.
There is
TJM.
issues. TJM missing his braking zone completely. There was another one that went off straight, wasn't there?
That was amazing on the spectator. Yeah, that was Liam Cornforth. Took the way you're supposed to go if you overshoot the corner with the escape road, whereas TJ, oh, and that is a Mercedes of Twins round. So, top 3 in the championship. Top 3 in the championship, all in the top 5 in this race, all within a shout.
Apart from
an amazing
currently second. impede
Oh
that.
yes. Ignore me. Well,
Yeah.
amazing
Poor
start
old
so
Poop
far
Jack.
for Dean, who's made up 7 positions on lap 1, but does have a bit of a gap in front of him as Buckinani Messi is looking to have a move onto Magsy into Parabolica. Looks like he is safely around the outside of him before the braking zone of the corner, which helps. As Lewis Yorkie is going to use a bit of that deployment. He's run out of deployment for this lap, but he is going to get straight on the deployment again and straight into the slipstream of Collateral Ads, going down into turn 1. He's not quite going to be close enough as Monkey Boy Kurt has a potential for a double dive from here, but decides against both. As he's going to look to get a good exit now. He has both the Williams and the Alfa Romeo just in front of him. He may get close enough to the Alfa Romeo if he uses a bit more battery, but it looks like he's going to decide against it. But he still could look to the inside, but he doesn't. He's too patient.
Yeah.
Some would say the likes of the ancient legend of Robbie Parsons would have definitely sent that.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Monkey Boy's deciding to use his own strategy and his own racecraft.
You mean there's something other than just barging other people out of the way?
Yeah, there is alternatives.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of understeer there coming into Ascari. Looking
pick up a warning there.
Yeah, towards the front now. He's pulled out a 1.8 second gap as Maxi and Monkey Boy. Maxi and Buckinani Messi, I should say.
I've got a good idea as to how we've managed that. I've looked at his batteries on 3% at the start of lap 3. Absolutely no messing about from Collateral Ads, but it is an effective strategy if you think about it. He's now safe from the DRS, and Lewis Yorkie, who's used slightly less battery, is now into the jaws of Silverside Boy.
Well, what a turnout for the books this would be then. For a Collateral Ad Silverside Boy 1-2.
And we have a Southeast 1-2 with Collateral Ads and Silverside Boy, local boys. And in the DRS now, DRS is open for the first time this race. Silverside Boy is not looking to mess around. He wants to get that move done early doors as Lewis Yorkie does have a penalty, which is going to hamper him in this race. So Silverside Boy just needs to keep it clean, keep it out of the track extensions and keep it within the track limits, and he will secure this P2.
Yeah, now what Yorkie's doing at the moment is not helping his race at all. He has that 2-second penalty. He needs essentially Silverside Boy to go to shoot and himself be dragged along by him.
Monkey Boy Kurt has got past Buckinani Messi, and Magsy is also looking to make a similar move as Monkey Boy Kurt makes the apex nicely at turn 1 and gets the move done as Lewis Yorkie has made an awful mistake at turn 1, and this is going to really impact his race now, because not only has he lost a load of time, but his penalty is now going to make him lose a handful of positions as opposed to maybe 1 or 2 as Monkey Boy Kurt looks at the inside into turn number 4 as they go into the Lesmos now. Monkey Boy Kurt is going to surely make a move on Yorkie down in towards Ascari with the DRS.
Yeah, and Yorkie almost all out of DRS at the moment. So he is a sitting duck. Buckinani Messi will stay behind for the moment. Lewis had a good run through Ascari there, interestingly.
Magsy's dropped it. Magsy has dropped it out of the battle for the podium.
Oh, he has done
on the exit of Ascari. I'm not really sure how I missed that, but he is dropped down the order. So now it's a battle between Buckinani Messi and Monkey Boy Kurt, the Williams boys, for this final podium place. But Lewis Yorkie, albeit with that penalty, isn't going to give it up just yet, as they thought about going 3 wide, but have decided against it. As Dean makes up another place now, 8 places he has made up into P6, and could potentially the P5 once that penalty is applied.
Yeah, Brookie Nanny Messi making the most of it, getting himself up into P3 for the moment, and Monkey Boy again. Oh, he's been collected. There was contact with Lewis there, and Monkey Boy Kurt finds himself well out of the points. Out of the points, out of
very unfortunate one. Now he's out of contention. He's picked up a 2-second time penalty. Very, very unfortunate for Monkey Boy Kurt. As Lewis Yorkie is now only set to lose 2 positions at the minute for that time penalty, but Collateral Lads will be hoping that Lewis loses as many positions as possible, so we will see. It looks like it's going to be 2 positions, but it could even be 3 if Biddle can get close enough coming round Parabolica.
Yeah.
So let's see how many positions will he lose. This could be crucial for the championship. Does Biddle sneak in front? He doesn't by a 10th.
Oh. It's controversial end to the race then for that 3rd podium position. What there is no argument for, though, is Collateral Ads winning that one by 3 seconds. That is a good result, showing his 5-lap pace. Silverside Boy. That was.
Oh, wow. Suicide Boy getting P2 and a Brookie Nanny Messi in a P3 with. Oh, God. How many races are we on now? That is 7, I believe, is it?
That is the 7th race of this evening.
Yep. So on to number 8. We are still yet to see that 2nd wet race. We have guessed Monaco, but I've got a sneaky feeling Mexico wet could be on the card.
Well, sneaky feeling. So could that be a sneaky feeling that you've heard from a little bird, or is it just
No, that is complete superstition. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my cap fur and my tail.
That might just be a furball, mate.
Onto the standings, the gap hasn't come down. It has actually been exceeded. So Collateral Lads takes the championship lead by 3 points from Yorkie and 9 points back to Brookie Nanny Messi. So that is now 12 points separating the top 4. Cleats Jack not having the best result. Right, have you?
Yeah, he's. But you say that he's still he pulled points forward on the leader, well, on the previous leader, I should say. Pulled 2 points on him, but it wasn't enough as Collateral Ads showed his 5-lap pace. Also interesting to say, Silverside Boy. That's 2nd podium of the evening, is putting up into P6, which is not bad at all. Meanwhile, Dino having, who is normally known as the unluckiest man in FPRL, he is currently sitting in P5.
Locker has just put in the Discord, bleep Monaco now, bleep.
Well, Monaco is up next, and as it stands, it's sunny, but of course...
We'll wait. TJ has readied up. He is the lobby host, so it is going to be a sunny Monaco.
Sunny Monaco.
So, your pole position guess here is crucial to the outcome of this race. Well, so, choose wisely. Who do you need a win from?
Absolutely. I'm going to take a couple more seconds to think about it while I get distracted in the chat from Object Fungus, who apparently has got a fetish for spinning. Object Fungus has got a fetish for spinning from good positions. So anyway, yeah, my pick for pole is
Suicide Boy.
Not Suicide, Silverside Boy.
Collateral Corner Cut.
I think Locker. I think Locker's going to be our pole sitter.
He is going to give Claire Williams, aka RSF1 Locker, the pole position. I'm going to give it to Kloopsjak. I think he is going to be looking to bridge this championship gap with 3 races to go.
Yeah. Lewis is in the chat is predicting ads P1 and himself in P20.
Okay.
Lewis one.
That would make sense because ads does code the game. It's MV33 Red Bull on pole with TJM and then Locker with collateral ads P4.
See?
My boy Kloopsjak back in 13th. And Lewis Mason has been, Brookie Nanny Messi and Lewis Mason have been given, and Monkey Boy Kurt have been given the last 3 places.
Fantastic. Well, we are.
So can TJM get the jump on MV33 Red Bull? It looks like he's had a slightly better start, but I don't think he's going to be close enough. He is not close enough, but MV33 Red Bull just decides to cut the corner because he does not want to give up that track position, as we have had a huge accident with Kloopsjak in the background, and that will probably be the end of his title battle.
Kloopsjak, no. We like a bit of Kloopsjak around here.
We do. He's a lovely bloke, but unfortunately he can not show that there is no heroics into Sandamon. As Silverside Boy gives Biddle a nice little punt into the hairpin, but relatively away cleanly, I think, from the top 19.
It's as clean as you would hope a Monaco race to be.
You know, I've seen far worse, David. I've seen far worse.
Yeah.
Collateral Ads is looking to get the run on TJ, but he's decided against it. Obviously, this is Biddle's first time doing Monaco on the wheel, so don't be surprised if we see him in the barriers at some point this race.
As you say, we see him coming into the swimming pool, hitting the barrier.
So,
back end out of the last corner.
Is Collateral Ads going to have a sander on TJ? He is. TJ has just decided to let the brake off there and leapt the Ferrari driving through, and Biddle is in the wall.
Oh, Biddle. He's kept it going somewhat, although he looks like he had a coming together with Liam by the looks of things. It's like Liam went into the back of him.
Surely we need a script here. Collateral Ads cannot win 2 5-lap championships in a row.
Yeah, surely Envy, you've got to play your trap card, surely.
Yeah, you have to brake check him. Got to be done. Silverside Boy's going to have a look into the tunnel. Side by side Locker. Oh my lord. That is excellent racing from those two. As MV33 Red Bull does now get a penalty, and now Collateral Ads is on for the championship. Oh dearie me. Yeah, Collateral Ads licking his lips at the thought of a second 5-lap championship trophy and retaining his crown as he pushes Red Bull round through the final corner now.
Of course, very lucky that we are running reduced damage this evening. Otherwise, he'd have lost a bit of his front wing there and would have had to struggle his way round for another go.
Will Silverside Boy have a look on his good friend TJM? He's got the gap down to 2/10 now. Silverside Boy will be looking for his 3rd podium in 8 races. An excellent showing so far. It's a shame he didn't quite have the consistency needed to stake his attempt at the championship, as he has absolutely hunted the gearbox of TJM there. And TJM will not be liking that, but also will be liking the thought of a bit of Silverside Boy wing damage.
These two fights further away.
Silverside Boy down the inside. What a move! As he just cuts the corner because he,
complete disregard for TJ's position on the track there.
Yep. TJ, I think, will just be looking to keep hold of P4. I think he'll be happy with that result. Albeit if he can pick up the pace a tiny bit, he might be able to get within the penalty window of MV33 Red Bull. He just needs to bridge another 9/10 or so, and he will be there, as Silverside Boy is really starting to close in on the front too. Collateral Ads is really, really getting stuck behind MV33 Rebel. I wonder if the Aston Martin driver has some damage, because he is significantly slower than the two behind him. As Silverside Boy's now got the gap down from 1 second to 4/10 in the space of 4 corners.
It's quite literally on the back of him. There have been a few incidents, it seems, coming up the casino section. That is quite a few. There's Twins and Liam out. We've had, in the 4 laps so far, we have had, how many is that? That is 60 NFs, 70 NFs. I can't count. So
can Collateral Ads get the move done for Pride? Or will he just sit with it? I mean, TJ, that is a big accident there from MV. Can TJM get the move done as well?
Yeah, thankfully.
Looks like he is ghosted.
They will go side by side into turn 1. MV's still going for it.
Red Bull, that is a shocker. MV33 Red Bull really need to talking to, I believe. That is not the first time we've seen that. Oh, Brookie Nani Messi up 13 places, actually.
To be fair, quite a few people have locking in front, just getting a little bit friendly with the wall coming out of the casino. Brookie looking
he gives him a little kiss on the way. Oh, and he's kissed him again. That gearbox is getting a bit of love.
Yeah. Oh, Brookie turning into the wall a little bit early, coming into the tunnel. Unlikely to be any damage, but as object. Oh, there's quite a few of them. So Monkey Boy, Brookie Nani Messi, Yorkie, and
Brookie Nani Messi contacted the wall,
and it's like this one has definitely got some damage there. Oh, that's object fungus also. Oh, Monkey Boy's ended up in the wall.
Monkey Boy went for a move there on his teammate, and his teammate did squeeze him on the inside wall, and Monkey Boy did come off worse.
Well, needless to say,
it is a championship. One hand on the trophy, I'd say, for
Collateral Ads.
It's another podium for both Silverside Boy and TGM. We'll be very happy with their performances tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That is 2 in a row for Silverside Boy. Is it 2 in a row?
Yeah, Monza and now Monaco for Collateral Ads. That's 2 on the row, and that's 2 second places in a row for Silverside Boy.
Yeah. So where were we at before Monza? Was that the break?
Hungary. Hungary, and then before that was the break.
Yes, it was. Sweet and satisfying. Well, that's the fraud of the day. Sorted out then, collateral fraud. Apparently not being able to pick up enough penalties in 5 lappers to be able to concede his championship. He is 24 points clear. Oh, with 2 races to go.
Yeah, that is 1 hand on the trophy. So he needs to outscore Yorkie by 1 point.
2 points.
2 points.
3 points technically.
Let me start that sentence again. Collateral Ads need to outscore by 3 points.
Yeah, of course that'll be.
Also, we do still have 9 drivers mathematically within a chance of winning the title.
Yeah, I believe TS9 disconnected. Were you able to?
Yeah,
back
in? He said that is him done for the night.
Oh, right. We'll take a quick glance at the Constructors Standings. Of course, doesn't mean too much, but I'll tell you what, Williams you thought would be running away with it, but Ferrari are on the exact same points. They both have 128 with 2 races to go. We don't usually do constructors for 5 lappers, but I'll tell you what, why not? I know it's not perfect because we've had drivers swapping cars a little bit into the championship, but sod it. It's our stream and we can do what we want.
Yeah, so.
Oh, we know where our second wet race will be then.
A Bahraini race.
Hey! Oh, someone's gonna clip that.
Not often you see some drizzle in the desert.
No,
Nonetheless, here we are. Anything goes in FPRL.
Absolutely. I did happen to do a ranked lobby the other week where it was raining in Bahrain, but this looks like heavy rain in Bahrain. Well, it's sort of. I don't know. What does it do? Starting first. I mean, I suppose
start on the soft tyres because you're in the desert. It's going to be drying up relatively quick, so gamble on the softs.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Big shout out to.
Who's this shout out going to?
This shout out's going to Twitch chat.
Okay.
I forgot who I was shouting out, so big up Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We're currently at 17 viewers on this Sunday evening. Big shout out to Pre-Tax Kitten as well for joining us once again to show his pure class with his Shiba cat milk.
Pure class. Once the Shiba gets down your half race distance, you know that he's got enough energy in him to see out the rest of the commentary session. Yeah. As, oh my lord, this looks strange. Right, so can you guess who's on pole before I look at the race director? Who is on pole?
I'm going to say the pole sitter will be...
It's an interesting one.
I reckon Dino for pole.
It is Brookie Nanny Messi, and our championship leader is down in P12. And it's an interesting grid because we have TJM and Biddle starting second and third.
Up the Macca boys.
Yeah.
And away they go. Klutschak's picked himself a drive through from P17 as... Ooh, there's been some...
It's like a great start for Biddle.
Yeah, Klutschak has not quite got the hang of...
The Red Bulls on the inside. The Red Bulls on the inside there with an awful late braking dive bomb there.
Oh God, oh God.
Oh, someone's done a Mazepin.
Rather a Mazepin than a Grosjean.
Yeah, well, he went into the other barriers, hence why I called it the Mazepin.
Yeah, well, Biddle from P3 on the grid.
Yeah, locker up 8 places, collateral fraud. Mr. Codes the game to give himself good luck. He's up 7 places to P5. That is a nightmare for Yorkie, who's going to be looking to close down the championship.
As it stands, collateral ads would retain. And unfortunately for Klutschak, he's down in P15, and that would be enough to see off his challenge.
I'm sorry, but this just looks wrong. It doesn't look right with rain on this track.
Especially with all the mist.
Yeah, because it's night time, but raining, it's like misty. As we have another driver off with Klutschak, whose evening has gone from bad to worse, and that is him out of the session.
Yeah. Brookie Nanny Messi comes across there at the start of lap 2. He is 2.5 seconds to the good at the TJM, and once again finding himself in a podium position is this man, Silverside Boy, who's looking at the
Suicide
back
Boy
of TJ.
might have a look at TJ. Goes nice and early on the brakes because he's going to look to get the better exit. But TJ gets a good exit himself. Silverside Boy will have to bide his time for now, as these two are going to be looking for their third podiums each in 4 races. Definitely the in-form drivers at the moment, other than Collateral Ads.
Who is, of course, half the deficit to Silverside Boy in P3, and he is, well, I nearly said within DRS. He is not within DRS because it wet. I don't know if anyone has noticed.
As I previously mentioned, I believe the sun is coming back out any moment. It is night time, but the sun will be here any moment.
Yeah. The track will dry out in a record time, I'm sure.
Yeah, so box for Brookie Nanny Messi. He's obviously cheating. 3.3 seconds out after 2 laps.
Yeah. Weather change.
It's an absurd pace. Oh, Silverside Boy gets a dodgy exit there. And Collateral Ads has run out of deployment.
What a Collateral Ads thing to be done.
But he's going to have a look at the inside, surely. Sides against it, nice and early on the brakes as he wants to hit the apex nicely. Can he get a better exit here than Silverside Boy? Up the hill to this turn 4. Silverside Boy having a little wobble.
Yeah. But he's gathered it enough and looks safe into turn whatever it is, turn 4. He will stick behind for the moment as Silverside going a little bit wide, missing the apex there.
It is absolute carnage in the midfield, as half the track, near enough, is under the yellow flag conditions.
Yep. The interesting one is the back end of the points then. We've got a three-way fight between Monkey Boy, Magsy and MV33 as MV33 goes wide, and unfortunately Magsy picks him up and well, that is that. Taking, well, I would say a grass mowing line. Of course, this is the desert, there is no grass.
There might be some grass growing with all this rain, that's for sure. You might see a whole new ecosystem on the side of the track.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, the fighting between Ads and Silverside Boy has allowed TJ to pull away a little bit. There's now a 1 second gap between TJ and Silverside Boy. Silverside Boy unable to make a move. Unable to get that move done early on, but he is successfully fending off Collateral Ads in 4th position. He's just
Will
to get
Silverside Boy buckle under the pressure from his good friend Collateral Ads? Looks like this is the closest Ads has been, but he does get a bit of understeer there with a slightly late turn in, and that's going to losing a heap of time. TJ goes a little bit wide as he makes an effort to close that 5 second gap now that there is to Brookie Nanny Messi.
I think with less than a lap and a half to go, I think he's got to think about consolidating, picking up.
The drivers
2nd place
are on preset 3 this evening, all of them, which has a slightly higher differential than I assume most setups will be, making it very difficult in these wet conditions.
Of course, you can change the diff settings if you're smart.
Yes, but obviously Pretats Kitten does not have a brain in his head.
That's right. I'd imagine half the drivers will also not have done that. So. He's setting the fastest lap, 141.2. Yeah, I can guarantee some of these drivers towards the back have not even given a thought of dropping the diff, as it looks like Collateral Ads has not got the pace to overtake Silverside Boy.
Yeah, maybe he is just playing it safe. Obviously, he does have the championship to think about, and now I think, following the result of this race, I think it is just Brookie Nanny Messi that will be able to take the title to the last race.
Yeah. Take nothing away from him. He has got himself into first fairly early on, and he's just pulled away from the rest of the field. Although actually he started in first, didn't he?
He started on pole, yes.
What a fraud. So lap 5 out of 5, coming into the last corner in sector 2. This, what is a usual flat right-hander in the rain, obviously very, very careful around here. Slowing down very nicely to hit the apex. Coming onto this second to last straight then. Rookie is near enough, 6 seconds clear from the front of the field. He will pick up, I believe, 26 points here today, unless any of the other drivers have something to say about it. TJM picking up a very nice second place. Silverside Boy fends off Collateral Ads to pick up the final podium. Meanwhile, Lewis won, picking up P5. A little bit of nice damage limitation there, but he is out of the running, I think.
I believe Lewis Mason has got himself his first points of the championship.
Fair play to that man.
He is on the board.
Yeah, on the board in a wet Bahrain nonetheless. Well, the last person to cross the line at this rate.
We've got a long way to go for Red Bull, Liam and Paint the Lake to get round.
Yeah. Yeah, the Aston Martin's not having a great day of it. As Taint and MP33 has lost it and also lost his front wing, has reset to track. We did catch him that time. As Taint has a wiggle over the line for good measure. This man in the second Aston Martin doing some Tokyo drifting. To be fair, how's he not DNF'd there? That's crazy. He had some good control doing those slides, but it hasn't improved his position, unfortunately. We know he's a fast driver, but he's just not been with it today.
Yeah.
Finishes
so,
P14.
Let's see. Is the championship still up for grabs?
It is indeed. There is a 12-point gap between Collateral Ads and Brookie Nanny Messi.
So it is the informed driver of Brookie Nanny Messi up against the 5-lapper fraud.
So
Collateral Ads title.
The permutations are, if Ads comes anywhere above 25, 18, 15, 12. So if Ads comes anywhere above 4.
Give us about 10 minutes, viewers, for David to figure out the maps.
Yeah, so if Ads finishes 4th or higher, he has won it no matter where Brookie finishes.
Well, Brookie did get thrown a lifeline with that pole position, but I assume he will not be given another one.
Well, interesting. Going into the final race then of this evening. Still technically, mathematically, Lewis one could win it. Could he win it? No, he can't win
Well,
it because
he
of the
won't win it
count
on
back.
count back.
Yeah, so Yorkie cannot win it outright. Shout out to Silverside Boy, who's up into 4th in the championship, and TJ as well into 5th.
So my boy very much looking at a top 3 in the championship here if he can outscore Lewis 1 by a point.
Yep, and on his run of form, you can't help but think it. So the last race of the day then is Canada. And it will be sunny, sunny, sunny. Now, there's only 5 laps at Canada, but I'd imagine at least half of the field will have penalties. I'm going to go for 8 drivers with penalties.
It's going to have to be a Brookie Nanny Messi pole position.
I'm going to go for a Brookie Nanny Messi pole position as well.
We need to materialise it.
Yep.
Maybe Collateral adds P19 start.
Well, after the game has handed him so many favourable positions.
Yeah, I mean, we could hope for a pre-tax kitten pole position. That would be nice.
It would be. Alas, I believe he's... Has he chosen to race this last race?
Pre-tax kitten has got a late call from AlphaTauri. They needed someone to fill in for this race.
Oh dear.
So, it is time to show these chumps what real racing is.
Absolute scenes in the AlphaTauri garage then.
They have given him P5, so you will have some live radio messages from Pre-tax Kitten throughout this race.
Yep. Well, as you're looking, I can't pause it and look at the race director, but
I can read out to you. So, pole position is Monkey Boy Kurt. We have Brookie Nanny Messi in 13th, but Collateral Ads is 14th, so the championship rivals together, side by side off the start.
Absolutely crazy as we are getting ready to go. There's 10 lap lights and away they go. Monkey Boy getting a good start in the Williams as MV33 Red Bull is swamped on the start. Klutschak up into 2nd place. Object Fungus into 3rd. MV33 losing out, going down into P4. P5 is Pre-Tax Kitten, my co-commentator, who's gone very quiet for some reason. I can't imagine why. He might be concentrating. So TJ is in 6th at the first. Oh, that's M3's gone round, although it looks like someone corrected him. Pre-Tax Kid now up into 4th place behind Object Fungus. 165. Monkey Boy is running away with it. He has 1.3 seconds up the road from OMT Klutschak in P2. Object Fungus.
Just heard over the radio from Monkey Boy Kurt. He's seen Pre-Tax Kitten in P4 and he is now quaking in his boots.
Absolutely. He knows how fast Pre-Tax Kitten can do this last corner.
Yep, flat out, some would say.
Yep, although it looks like he's going easy on the rest of the field thus far as Monkey Boy Kurt crosses the line into P2. Meanwhile, we are looking back. Collateral Ads has moved up into P9, but has picked himself up a penalty of 2 seconds. Meanwhile, Brookie Nanny Messi in 5th place, currently picking up 10 points. Collateral Ads picking up. Oh, he's got 4 seconds, Collateral Ads.
Oh, Brookie Nanny Messi is nearly in championship contention.
That 4 seconds puts Ads out of the points.
Yeah, will Pre-Tax Kitten accept bribes and give the place through to Brookie Nanny Messi?
What is that bribe address again?
So we have Pre-Tax Kitten at literate _ FPRL.co.uk. It looks like Brookie Nanny Messi is going to look for a move up the inside.
thinks better of it, sticks behind Object Fungus. It must be really hard trying to commentate while racing in Canada. Brookie Nanny Messi up the inside into turn 1. It's a good move. Object Fungus still keeps the inside around turn 2, and Brookie is relegated back into 5th position.
How many points is it for 4th?
It is 12 points for 4th.
So that would mean Collateral Ads would still win on the countback. So he needs a podium. So he's got fastest lap at the minute. Brookie Nanny Messi is on the fastest lap. So he needs 4th place to win the title.
So at the moment, Collateral Ads in P9, but he does have 4 seconds worth of penalties. That would currently put him back. Everyone behind him pretty much has 2 seconds. So
yeah, here's as though Pre-Tax Kitten is holding up the world's biggest train.
Yeah, this is shocking stuff from the kitten.
As he gets punted up the rear by Object Fungus.
Unbelievable Object Fungus.
Monkey Boy Kurt picking up a penalty.
Brookie Nanny Messi looking around the outside, although he's hit Object Fungus going into turn 1. He will look to do the switchback on the exit, but he doesn't have the drive.
But importantly, Pre-Tax Kitten picking up a 2-second time penalty. So now Brookie Nanny Messi also with a 2-second time penalty.
Oh, and Collateral Ads. Everyone behind Collateral Ads has also picked up that 2nd penalty. So as it stands, Collateral Ads will hold on to his 9th position. Brookie Nanny Messi has to get a move on and overtake Object Fungus and my co-commentator. No pressure. I'll tell you what, there could be absolute scenes if this championship is decided by a co-commentator. That would be brutal. So don't go crashing, Pre-Tax.
Has everyone behind Brookie Nanny Messi got a penalty?
Yeah. Apart from TJ, who is too far back to affect. Oh no, TJ's picked up 2 seconds now. TJ currently has none. He is too far back. So Collateral still on 4 seconds in 9th. 10th place is Twins has 6.
Brookie Nanny Messi has now lost the fastest lap of the race, which means he does need P3.
And as it is on this last lap, he cannot get past Object Fungus, although he has a very good drive through the last corner, and he sticks behind, going into the DRS straight. Pre-Tax Kitten has dropped it. He has dropped it onto the DRS straight, which has left Object Fungus and Brookie Nanny Messi up into the inside. He has got P3 from him. Oh, he's got 2 seconds penalties, and Object Fungus does not though. All Object Fungus needs to do is keep it clean, as Collateral Ads is up into 7th position. He has got past Lewis 1, and there is a slipstream. It's going to be messy around this last corner, side by side. Oh, Lewis holds on to P7. Brookie Nanny Messi has come across the line in P4. Collateral Ads though picks up P7. Commiserations to Pre-Tax Kitten, who is having there's been a moment, Pre-Tax Kitten. I'm not sure what's happened there.
Gust of wind, other.
Gust of wind. Absolute shocking.
TJM has caught his back end going off of the final chicane, and that has ended in a DNF for TJM. But we will congratulate Collateral Ads for keeping his crown as the FPRL Social Race 5-Lapper Championship champion for the 2nd time on the bounce. Very well done to him. He certainly stepped it up in the second half of the championship, and he has claimed the victory by a handful of points. We will just check to see how close it was, but it must have been only 5 or 6 points in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll head to the standing screen for confirmation. Collateral Fraud 94
Mr.
retaining his
Social Race
championship.
Collateral Ads.
Absolute scenes.
Silverside Boy picking up P3, so
that-
we will get an interview from Silverside Boy.
Well, you say that, we're not in the Xbox party. So how are we going to do interviews?
No, let's not do it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Stream, we unfortunately will not get interviews tonight as Gary is on the podium. So that will be
I
the end of the stream.
We'll see if let's see if
If the
the
party's
parties are working. Let's give that a go.
It's still coming up saying connecting for me.
Yeah.
So I believe it is not working.
Yeah, I suspect. Unfortunately, we will not be able to have podium. We won't be having podium interviews today. I know it seems very suspect because we never interview the man in the championship, and he gets so upset. But we literally cannot do it.
It's not feasible today, but unfortunately, or fortunately, shall we say, maybe this run of form will mean that maybe in one of next week's social races we might see Suicide Boy on the podium and an interview from that man. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure running through this championship with you. And again, congratulations, Collateral Ads, for retaining his title. Brookie Nanny Messi pushing him all the way to the end, and Silverside Boy going one better than last time and getting himself onto the podium and celebrating his style on the podium with an interview.
Yep. As we've had a message from Collateral Ads, are we coming in? Well,
No,
I don't think,
Can't.
as it's just kicked you out. I mean, by all means, guys, you can try and join the party, but I don't think it will work.
It's certainly not working for the kitten.
No, let's give it a go.
And we talk about Monkey Boy bottle job, but kitten bottling the podium there was a sight to behold.
Yeah. Oh. Who was the man in second? It was who was second? I've forgotten.
Brookie Nanny Messi.
Oh, he's bloody gone already. Well, Collateral Ads has managed
Hello.
to join, and it looks like he's able to talk. So
He hasn't joined on my screen.
well, I can see his name. So what I might
I'm
do
here.
at the moment is just interview the winner. Apologies at the moment, Ads, I can't hear you.
Interview the winner.
Interview the man who's retained his title. It's Collateral Ads. So, pre-tax kitten, you won't be able to hear this unless you're watching on. But
Yeah, what I will do, David, I will leave the Discord now and I will bid the viewers farewell and I will let you carry out the interview.
well, thank you very much for joining me, pre-tax kitten.
It's been a pleasure.
Okay.
Right, I'm sure I will see you on the commentary box next week, viewers, and I will hand you over to David for the interview.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okie doke. And with that, we are joined in the box by Collateral Ads. Are you there? Are you there, Ads?
Hello, I am there.
Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, it looked for quite a few races like you wouldn't manage it, but you've retained your title, and
Yep.
yeah, congratulations to you. Obviously, a mixture of races tonight. I'm gonna bring up those about halfway through where you found your form. Did were you beginning to think towards the start that things weren't going to go your way tonight?
Yeah, I had a difficult first, I think, three races before I got myself a podium. I had contact with, I think it was Brookie in Azerbaijan in the first race. I lost half of my wing. And then obviously I had contact with TJ in Brazil, so I didn't score there. So when I looked, I was near, I think it was like nearly 45 points behind. I thought it was over, but then I had some luck on my side. I think it wasn't until race 5 when I got my highest start, which was 6. And then I obviously won that one, and yeah, went on from there. I know it's luck from other people starting towards back. But I was really consistent in the last five races, and I got 4 podiums, 2 wins. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely clear to see that you finished off very strong. So coming into that last race, we had yourself and Brookie Nanny Messi, the only people in the championship. Obviously, he started off a bit further up from you, going into the race at wherever it was. I can't remember.
Bahrain.
It was Bahrain.
Oh, well, the last race, Canada.
Yeah,
Canada.
Of course it was Canada. Well remembered. So, coming into Canada, were you worried at all by the starting order?
Not once I saw Bricky right next to me. It was basically, I knew that he would have to push further up the grid than what I would have had to do, and he got held up by Silverside on the first corner, which I thought I go around the outside of him, and he managed to get round the outside of both of us. I was a bit tight on penalties. Me and Biddle got one for touching tyres, believe it or not, K-Masters again. But yeah, I was just, the whole race, I was stuck behind such a slow driver of Silverside boy. It was terrible. Yeah, but managed to finish P7, I think, with the penalties. Yeah, happy.
Yeah, well, that is, I think that's all I can think of to ask you. I think there was only 2 questions, never mind. But needless to say, congratulations to you for retaining your championship. I think that's all we got time for tonight. I'm only joking.
Thank you very much.
I'm only joking, Gary. I know you're here. Well, also joining the party, we weren't sure if it was going to happen or not tonight. We obviously had some issues with the audios earlier on in the stream. Alas, we have got it now. Unfortunately, we still weren't able to retain Pre-Tax Kitten, who was joining me via Discord call eventually. But 3rd place in the championship was Silverside Boy. Congratulations, Gary.
Yep, finally up here, Gary.
And I think it's probably fair to say we thought you'd eventually get your podium, but I don't think many thought it would be in the 5-lap championship.
No, I thought it was going to be in the start of next season, to be honest.
Yeah. So on that, you've obviously found yourself on the podium quite a few times today. You've definitely benefited from spots of luck here and there, but I'll tell you what, it takes some good driving skills to finish up in the podium as often as you did.
Yeah, I think it was 3 races in a row, back to back. I got P2 or P3, I think. Can't really remember, it's all a blur.
Yeah.
Still getting over that last lap.
Yeah, that is fair enough. We think it's it was definitely some good consistency from yourself. So you spoke about that last lap. Do you want to tell us all what happened?
Well, we're going off into I think the first DRS of the lap. I think it's between sector 1 and sector 2. And Biddle went up the inside of Lewis 1, or Yorkie, and kind of pushed him a bit wide, which kind of slowed him down, which managed to let me get by him. And then obviously Biddle was on the inside, so I just went for the dive. Managed to come out in front, and then Biddle got me on the traction down into the last corner, so I let Biddle through. But unfortunately, I got a penalty, but then Lewis also got a penalty as well, which kind of saved me.
Yeah, well,
Thought I'd ruined it.
Exciting stuff right up until the end. Then you have come third place in the 5-lapper championship, so congratulations to you, Silverside boy. Second place in the championship, who has not joined us, was rookie Nanny Messi, who put in a good fight right into the end, really continued a good run of form he's been having. We'll be really excited to see what he does towards the start of next season. But unfortunately, that's all we've got time for tonight. I'll quickly show you the winning car. Is the Ferrari. Lovely thing. That's enough of that, though. So,
I think the decisive race was in Monaco. I think I was telling Silverside Boy before the race, before the started, that will be the place where someone will win or lose the championship, and I think that's when obviously Brookie had a bad race, and so did everyone else around me.
Do you want to be honest? I did ask you before I got my penalty if you'd let me buy, and he said no. Just want to put that there.
well,
I'm glad
that's
I
fight
didn't.
for a championship.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But
Yeah.
Ad's putting me a lot of pressure in Bahrain. Was very.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to our podium sitters then. That is all we've got time for tonight. I have been David Lolface tonight. I was joined by Pre-Tax Kitten. Thank you very much. He's had to duck out because we switched back to the party chat. But congratulations to our podium sitters. Thank you very much, Pre-Tax Kitten and Revengezilla, for joining me. Hopefully he gets a nice warm bowl of milk before he goes to bed. And I will speak to you guys later on. This week we will be running social races once again, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. But next Sunday is what all the drivers have been waiting for. It is the one, the only, the Season 3 FPRL driver draw. I hope it's this week. Yeah, it is, yeah. So be sure to check us out for both our social races and our driver draw next Sunday. If you like what you see, you want to join in, you can check out Fair Play Racing League on social media outlet Twitter. That is at FairPlayRL. You can check out our website at fairplayracingleague.com. Obviously, you're watching us on Twitch. We'll upload the entirety of this stream to our YouTube channel, Fair Play Racing League. That is all we've got time for tonight. Thank you very much, and goodbye.